Hiya everyone, I'm Jamie, and today I will be doing a Dead by Daylight tier list, and this tier list will be based on how much I enjoy playing all the killers I own. I specify which ones I own because I don't own some of the killers, so it feels wrong to put them in the tier list. I'm just going to put them in that bottom category that says don't own. The rest of the categories range from could play for hours, so those are the killers that I will play continuously over a very long period of time and continue to have fun all the way, moving down to could play multiple times, so I can play like 4 or 5 games with them and then I start to get bored. Next we have could play a couple of games, so I can play an odd 2 games here and there, maybe 3, something like that before I start to get bored. Next we have which means like I'll play them and I'll have fun like every now and then, maybe 1 game here and there, but not very often. Try and avoid. Moving down to I don't have fun, which is like, you know, I will not pick to play these killers. I'll play them for a daily, maybe. Most of the time I'll just bin their dailies, but you know, I'll give them a go. And nope. For the killers, I will not play. Just won't. I refuse. I've tried them, don't like them, nope. So we will start off with the nope category, and there's only 1 killer in there, and that is the nurse. I will concede that if I spent a lot of time learning how to play her and practicing with her and getting all the muscle memory and stuff right that you need to play her, I would probably enjoy her, but I'm just not willing to put hours and upon hours of effort in to have fun. It's a personal preference, but I mostly like killers that I can just pick up and just play, and that I don't have to spend hours upon hours and hours getting entity displeased before I can actually play them. So sadly, the nurse is just nope. I'm just going to stop quickly here to just say that these are my own personal opinions. I feel like I shouldn't have to clarify that because, you know, it's how much I enjoy the killers. But when I make a video called Favorite Video Game Characters Endgame Credits Style, and people comment saying, where's this character? You know, it's my favorite characters. I didn't think I'd have to clarify that, but yeah, there we go. Okay, so moving up to I don't have fun, we have the Hag. And anyone who has watched a number of my videos knows how I feel about the Hag. I just simply do not like her playstyle. I don't like getting to a pallet and putting down a trap, and they run to the next pallet. I follow them to the next pallet with my 110 speed. I put down another trap, they run to the next thing, and eventually those traps will probably get set off by a different survivor, but it's just, no. And then I finally catch the survivor I'm chasing, I put them on a hook, I surround the hook with traps or whatever. I know you don't have to play like that, but it's a good option for the Hag, which is annoying, but it is. And then you go away, and then somebody comes for the save, you go back, you hit whoever, and I don't like it. I don't have fun with her at all. I don't like playing against her, I don't like playing as her, I don't like her cosmetics, I don't have fun with the Hag. That went more ranty than I planned, so I'm just going to move on, and the next one I don't have fun with is the Plague. Now with the Plague, it's mostly for some different reasons. Like, I like her playstyle, I just wish it worked. Like, it happens so many times when I'll see a survivor, I'll throw up on them, I'll see the throw up hit them, and the game will be like, nah. No, the throw up didn't hit them. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, but I saw the throw up hit that Nia on the back of the head. It's like, no, it didn't. It didn't hit them. It is frustrating. Also, you have the really weird thing that when you finally get her black puke and you're chasing a survivor, they can just drop a pellet on your head and delete it. Why is that a thing? I don't know why she just loses her power when she gets hit by a pallet. Like, the Oni's got a fairly similar power. He doesn't get out of his power when he gets hit by a pallet. I don't know, it's weird. I don't have fun with the Plague. Moving up to the next category of we have Michael Myers, the starter. Now, I like the idea of Michael Myers. His power sounds very interesting on paper, but me actually using it in practice, it just feels very sluggish. And like, it takes him a long time to get going, and when he does get going, I don't find it that fun. I don't know. It's like, it's okay. It's better than the people in the lower categories, but it's One thing I do have a lot of fun with, it's like a guilty pleasure with Myers. I run Noed, and then at the end of the game, when I'm using Noed and they cleanse my Noed, I always make sure to have tier 3 99'd, so I can be like, Noed, we've had 1, yes, but what about second Noed? I just find it so funny when they think they're safe because they've cleansed NOED, and then then he just raises up his knife. It's like second NOED time. I have fun with that, but the rest of his gameplay just trying to find her, because next in we have the pig. Now, I really wasn't sure where to put the pig, because I do enjoy playing her. I just get really frustrated at times. Like, I enjoy her stealth, I enjoy her crouching, I enjoy the little noises she makes, I enjoy just like sneaking up to generators and then bursting around the corner, or just standing up and then going to grab them or hit them or whatever. I like that. It's just she feels really inconsistent. Like, sometimes I'll put a trap on someone's head and they'll run to the box immediately after getting off the hook, and it'll be straight off. And, well, what was the point in that? I just wasted a quarter of my bear traps, and it basically did nothing. Or there are other times where I can put a trap on someone's head, and I'll look at the terrible UI a bit later, and they'll still have it on. And I'll be like, oh, this is great. They've been wasting all this time doing absolutely nothing. And it's just like, I wish there was a bit more consistency in her power, and then I would have more fun with her. And rounding off, we have the Doctor. Now, the Doctor's another killer like the Nurse that I feel like if I played them more and practiced them more, I would be better with them and therefore have more fun with them. But I'm just not willing to put that amount of time into them, especially when I don't really enjoy playing them all that much. Like, I don't know, it's weird with the Doctor, because I did used to be a Doctor main, and then since his power got changed, I just don't really play him all that much anymore. Which is weird, because his power is objectively better and more interactive than it was before. But for some reason, I just don't like it. It doesn't feel the same. I don't like it as much. I don't know why, because, like, it is objectively better now. I'm confused. But yeah, the Doctor's just for me. I don't like playing pallets by just going shock, 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 and just hoping. I don't, like I said, if I played him more, I would probably get the timing better, but for now, Okay, so moving up to could play a couple of games, we start with the Bing Bong Boy. This tier is kind of for the characters that I don't actually choose to play all that often, but when I see a daily for them, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, and I play the games needed to get the daily, and then don't touch them until I get another daily for that killer. But I do have fun when I get the dailies, so I really should play them more often, but I just don't. Like with the Wraith, like I love just speeding around the map in cloak, looking for survivors, just seeing them, just unsuspectingly, just tinkering with the little generators, and then I'll like go around a wall, bing bong, and come out swinging. And I have a lot of fun with that. And then, you know, the Wraith is just like the most basic M1 killer there is, pretty much. And the M1 killers are just fun in chase. I just have fun with M1 killers in chase. It just feels like, yeah, this is how the game should be. Next we have the Oni, and I really haven't played that many games with the Oni, but the ones I have played, I have had a lot of fun. I should play him more. But it's just, I'm so scared of getting bullied because he's so bullyable. Mostly because if you don't get that first hit, you basically have no power. Like, you need to get people bleeding first, so you spend time as an M1 killer, which I've just said is a lot of fun, but with Oni it just feels a bit more frustrating because your power is there. You just can't get it. You just can't get it yet because the survivors are just bullying you. But I love his power. I think it's really unique, quite the collecting blood to get the power, and then you charge around the map. Well, you see a survivor and you charge at them, and then you club. And this is such a basic just description of the Oni, but I just find him really fun, and I love his like roaring when he gets into his power. I love his weapons, I love his cosmetics, and yeah, I just find the Oni fun. I just don't play him a lot because there are killers I like more. But if I get an Oni daily, I'm like, awesome. And along similar lines is the Hillbilly, with similar reasons. Like I love zooming around the map, I love his one shot. I know it's controversial, but I just love that roar that he does when he sets off with his chainsaw now. I just find it funny, and it just adds to the fun factor. There's not really much to say about Billy because I've said it all with Oni. Like, I find them fun for very similar reasons as with the next character on the list, which is Bubba. This has just been a chain of one-hit down potential characters that I just love for all the same reasons. They're just fun M1 115% movement speed killers with, you know, insta-downs, which makes them fun, and they make funny noises. The Oni roars, the Hillbilly grunts, and the Bubba does that noise that I'm not going to even try and mimic, but it's fun. And switching it up a bit for the end of this category, we have Slinger. Now, I did think at one point that I was going to be a Death Slinger main, because I played a couple of games with him, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I really like this. But it was mainly because I hadn't played the game in a while, and I deranked, and then once I started going against better survivors, I was like, this is frustrating as hell, and I hate it. He's along the same lines as Doctor and Nurse, where if I played him more and got better, I think I would enjoy him more, but I just get so easily tilted when I miss shots, where I spend most of the time just going, how? How does that miss? How does that miss? I saw the whole point go through his head. How does that miss? I just get more tilted, and because I'm tilted, I'm missing shots more. And I also don't really tend to like 110 killers. I'm about to just completely contradict myself in a second, but that is a general rule. I don't really enjoy playing 110 killers, but you know, like, he's fine. If I have a daily, I'll enjoy it, but then I just kind of, you know, leave him, just put him back in his box and don't touch him for another few months. Just before we go into the top categories, I've not put the killers I don't own yet, because I don't want to give away anything about the top two categories. I want to just slap don't own in the end and just leave it until then. And here's where I massively contradict myself about 110 killers, because could play multiple times starts with the Huntress, who is the first 110 killer in the game. I feel like Huntress is different to the other 110 killers like Slinger, like Hag, you know, because she can just lob hatchets at infinite distance. Like, there's nowhere on the map that Huntress can't hit a hatchet at. And I think that's what makes her more fun for me than the other 110 killers, because while she's slow, she can, you know, she's slow for a reason, because she can do stuff at a distance. Where I don't really get why Slinger is slow, because he's got such a short range on that harpoon. Like, you know, Hag makes sense because she can teleport, and Huntress makes sense because she can throw hatchets at any distance. But, you know, Slinger doesn't make sense. But anyway, Huntress is at the top of my could play multiple times category. I just love just like throwing hatchets at a distance. Like, long distance hatchets is what makes Huntress the most fun for me. I'm really bad at it, but I still have lots of fun going for it, which is, you know, a good sign when you can do badly as a killer and still have fun. I also really enjoy like how angry the Huntress gets when she gets a pallet dropped on her head. I just think it's fun how she just goes like, because like it kind of reflects how I feel when I get hit by a pallet. So it feels good that my character is mimicking me. So moving on, in the could play multiple times category, we next have the Spirit. I told you I was going to contradict myself about with 110 killers. But yeah, again, I feel like the Spirit is different because while she is a 110 killer, she can phase and go into the Spirit world and go at ridiculous speeds. So while she is a 110 killer, she can go really quick. Which is, you know, she has a reason to be a 110 killer. Can we please just increase Slinger's speed? I know people are very annoyed playing against him because his power isn't the most counterable, but, you know, can we speed him up a bit? He doesn't need to be this slow. I'm sorry, he just doesn't. But yeah, Spirit is the next in this category. I've said it before a few times on this channel that I just really like tracking with my ears. I don't know, I just find it really fun trying to triangulate a survivor's position by listening to sounds they make. And, I don't know, the Spirit just weaponizes that. So, yeah, as you know, you go into phase, you use your ears to find the survivor because you can't see them, and then you hit them. She's got great map presence, she just stick like barbecue on her, and she's an absolute killing machine. She's just one of those killers that's just fun to have in your back pocket. If you can get good with Spirit, I know it's not that difficult to get good with Spirit, but if you can get good with Spirit and just have her in your back pocket, just in case you feel the need to just, you know, murder. That's what I find fun about the Spirit. I know it's bad to, you know, like that she has little counterplay, but sometimes you just need that. Sometimes you just need the stress release. Next in this category, we have my old main, the Ghostface. With Ghostface, I just love his stealth. I love how it works. I love that you can go into it like that. There's no, like, crouching process. There's no dinging. There's no like being ridiculously slow like Myers. You just like go like that, and you're in it. You're in the shroud. You can crouch behind trees, you can sneak, you can stalk people up to 99 and get them later, you can stalk them up to full and kill them right there and then, you can sneak up to the gen and get an early hit, and then the chase is easier after that. There are just tons of ways to use his stealth, and I have so much fun with him. He may not be my main anymore, but I still have a lot of fun with the Ghostface. I love his weapons, I love his cosmetics, and that like sigh he does when he gets hit by a pallet. Like, Huntress is one way I react to getting hit by a pallet, Ghostface is the other. Just yeah, I have a lot of fun with Ghostface. And rounding off could play multiple times, we have the Trapper, who, despite his weakness as a killer, I have so much fun with him. Like, you can have games with Trapper where just nothing goes right, they don't step in your traps, they I don't know, you maybe have somebody calling out the traps where they are, they disarm them, they get the gens done, they get it out. That's just how it goes, and I don't really mind with Trapper, because, you know, when you have those games that do go right, that is where the fun is. Like, for example, I had this one game with Trapper where it wasn't going too badly, but it wasn't going great either. Like, I'd got like 4 hooks or something, and then you only had like 1 gen left. But then I had 1 person on the hook, and then somebody came to rescue them from the hook, and then they ran into a trap I'd set earlier. And then somebody across the map saw that they'd run into a trap and I was right there. So they started running for the save. They got caught in a trap. And then, before you knew it, I had 3 people on the hook and was chasing down the last guy. And I just loved my setting up prior to that in the middle of the game just won me the game like that right at the end. Without me even having to be there, without me having to do anything. It's like, I did all that at the start of the game, and then it won me the game at the end. And I find that more fun than like Hag's playstyle, because that just happens. Like, if somebody runs in a trap, they're caught there, you've got them. Obviously you have to get there to pick them up or down them or whatever, but they're at least there, they're stuck there. With Hag, I feel like, you know, you've always got that bang, 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 bang going off, and you have to go there and then hit them and then chase them, and then if you go to a trapper's trap with somebody in it, and you hit them down, they're down. That's it. You've got them. And yeah, I just find that a lot more fun than Hag's playstyle, and why I have so much fun with the Trapper. That went really rambly. I've just realised I put the wrong Huntress portrait in there. I want that one, much better. Thinking about my channel, people probably already know what my top is going to be, but I think right now I'm just going to put in the don't own category. So we have the Twins, which I don't own because they were recently released and their patch was a mess and I don't care. And then we have the Blight, which I only don't own because I haven't got the money to buy him. I think I would really enjoy the Blight. I just don't have the money to buy him at the moment. Fredwood because he's trash. The Demogorgon because he's expensive. The Clown because he sucks. Pyramid Head because I didn't play Silent Hill and I don't really care. I don't think I'd enjoy him that much. And yeah, I don't own him, and he's expensive because he's licensed. But yeah, that is my don't own category. And now we have my could play for hours tier, which is my girl, the Legion. Yeah, I just love the Legion. I have so much fun with the Legion. It's the only killer in the game that I can just play over and over and over and over again for just hours on end, and just still have fun. I love them. I love how quick they can injure people, and I love the way they injure people as well. Like, it's so fun to just run around, knife in hand, and just stab, 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 stab. It's so fun, like, seeing the little blip that tells you where the survivor is, and trying to work out where they're running and the best way to get there. It's so much fun. And the rare occasion when somebody goes down to deep wounds, when you're just doing something else, like after you've injured everyone, and you just hear just see that they've gone down to deep wounds, and you're just like, thank you for this lovely present. Like, it's happened more often recently when I've seen that noise that somebody's gone down, and I'll go over and there'll be a nearly completed gen with just a downed survivor next to it. It's like, You tried to complete this gen before Deep Wounds ran out, didn't you? And then I just look at them, and then look at the gen, and then just kick it, and then wait for a bit. Just leave them to watch it regress. Just watch it regress, and then I pick them up, put them a hug. I don't leave them for that long watching the gen because, you know, that level of messing with survivors would just lose you the game. But just a little bit, because they were clearly so eager to finish the gen. Just gotta let them watch it. Just go down, just for a little bit. Just for the. I'm so evil. I'm so evil. I also love that there are different members of the Legion that you can play. Like, you can play Frank, you can play Julie, you can play Susie, and you can play Joey. And it's just so fun that there are different members of it. I don't know. That just appeals to me. Then again, I do mainly just play Julie over and over again. I don't really touch the rest of them. But yeah, I love that there's the option. I also love all of their cosmetics. Like, there are just so many cool cosmetics for the Legion. I'm waiting for the ones that were in the Rift a while back to, I don't know, go on the store or come back in an event or something. Like, there are so many cool cosmetics that you just can't get. Like that one for Julie where she's wearing plaid, or like the Never Stop Stabbing one with like the bag on the back full of knives with the funky neon mask. There are just so many that I want back, and I can't get them, and it's so frustrating because they were there and now they're not. Bring them back, please, Behaviour. Can you know, just bring them back. Just bring them back, as well as the old UI. Bring that back too. But you know, just gonna slip that in there. But yeah, I love the Legion's power. I love their look. I love their soundtrack. Everything about the Legion just makes me happy, and I could play my girl Julie for hours. So yeah, that was my tier list of how much I enjoy playing all the killers I own. Sadly, I don't own a few of them, but you know, maybe I will at some point, except you, Fredwood. Not you, never you. Not you. We hate you. Well, I do anyway. You're bad. You and your stupid fedora. Go away. I don't like Freddy. But yeah, I really appreciate you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Stay strange.